Hello, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to Dartmoor. Finally, after a very long time, I'm back up in Dartmoor. Not too long after my last camp as well. So I do apologise if you see my eyes looking down here. It's because I'm looking at the screen just to make sure my audio is recording. Because if you watched the last video, you know I had problems with it. It's just stopped raining. I'm currently, if I spin you around, I'm currently in Combestone Tor car park. The Tor's just over there. And with true fashion, it started to rain as I got here. That's where I'm trying to get up to this evening. Not a massive walk. But I'm currently sat in my car. My car, not the wife's car. I will explain more about that later on. I'm a bit tired. I started work at 10 to 7 this morning, finished 2 o'clock and drove straight out to Dartmoor. Sunset's just after 4:30. It is currently 3:30, so I've only got an hour. It's not a far walk, but the plan is to pitch up tonight, have an early night sleep, get up really early in the morning, about 4 o'clock, and get to bench tour. Well, pack camp down, drive over to Fenford Reservoir, up to bench tour, and try and capture the sunrise. And then I'm going to head into the Twin Waterfalls. I'm also out camping tomorrow, but I've got to quickly crack on before it starts raining again, so I will explain more later on. I think this might actually be a bit dodgy coming down tomorrow in the dark. Almost twisted my ankle coming down this. Then we've got this to contend with. Obviously we've had a lot of rain recently. I mean, I'll get across this evening, I would imagine. Need to head up there. But yeah, it might be a bit dodgy in the morning when it's dark. We'll see. Right, it's coming up to 4:10. It's actually taken a long time to get across there. My foot went in, absolutely soaked it is. Well, I have to say my foot has warmed up now. What an absolute gorgeous spot. Hey, I didn't say stunning. I am within the permitted camping area. I found an ideal little spot here. I mean, I did want to be going up there, but the sunset, well, it was set for me down here anyway. The sunset's just after 4:30, like I mentioned earlier. By the time I get up there and all that, I may as well just camp down here. I could just about see Combestone Tor there. I did want to camp at the top there so I can keep tabs on the car. But I think this would do. It's going to be a lot quicker for me to get back to the car in the morning. But yeah, I'm just going to stay here and relax now. I'm going to set up, try and get a thumbnail and sorry, that didn't make sense. Try and get a photo from a thumbnail with the tent pitched and just relax. It's now 5:20. What an amazing spot this is. Bit wet, where we've had so much rain. I'm 100% coming back here again. What a perfect spot. Sun's gone down over there. Even though I was all rushed to get here, it's nice that I'm all set up now. I could just sit down and relax. Yeah, I'll get my chair up in a minute. So once again, I'm camping in the Hexpeak. Brilliant tent. I'm not really going to show you inside there, it's all dark. I've just chucked everything in there. I've got to get it all out. Just using the mountain warehouse sleeping bag again. Just using the foam mat because I want to get up and go quite quick in the morning. So I don't want to be able to deflate the inflatable one. Although saying that, it deflates itself through the night. I've only brought 6 tinnies with me. I probably won't even drink that tonight. I'm just going to have an early night so I can get up early. And it's all weak stuff anyway, Foster's. I just got Foster's because it's £12 for 18. So I would have brought 18 out with me, but I drunk 2. So like I said, it's just 6 now. I'm not going to get drunk like the last video. And then the rest for tomorrow night's camp. Which, so I might as well say now, tomorrow morning we get up like I've already said. We're going to get down to up to Bench Tor, get the sunrise. Then I'll probably start just do another video down there, so the video's not too long. Down to Fenford Reservoir where the twin waterfalls are. I might be joined in the morning at Bench Tor. It's not looking likely, but I might be. Then I'm going to camp on Western Dartmoor, just down from Tavistock. It's going to be a woodland camp. I'm going to have a fire, and I know you're thinking Dartmoor shouldn't have fires. Well, this is literally just outside the Dartmoor, just outside the boundary. It's on a beach, but it's like a river, inland river beach. There's been a fire pit there before, so if I can find that one, I'm gonna use that. Weather is forecast to be really bad tomorrow, late at night. I was originally gonna camp at the other camp tonight and this one tomorrow night, but because the weather's so much better today, or tonight, I'm gonna camp in the open moorlands, do the woodland camp tomorrow when it's gonna be hammering down with rain. But it's not going to matter because I'm going to be in my tent in the woods. Just waffling on now. I'll crack on and have a beer and do some dinner. Tonight's dinner, it's just pasta, like the bachelor's pasta, but the Audi version. Just quick and easy really. And got something more substantial tomorrow night. This is the life. It's not a Cronin bag, but it would do. I've really needed this. Really needed it. Just get out and relax. Reset the mind. The only downside, and I shouldn't really admit this, but I'm going to miss I'm Celebrity, get me out here. I'm going to miss I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. I don't normally watch it. It is a load of absolute crap, but I'm only watching it because Chris Moyles is in it. Love Chris Moyles. Not listened to him since he's been on Radio X, but when he was on Radio 1, I used to love listening to him in the morning. A lot of people don't like him, I get that, but he just knows how to wind people up, I suppose. Yeah, so that's the only reason why I've been watching that, but I'm going to miss it this weekend. But I'm out doing this. I'd rather be out on Dartmoor, enjoying myself, than watching someone in the jungle. In fact, last time I sat on this chair was when I come back from Surrey, when I met Rob, Wild Camper. The train was absolutely rammed coming back. So, well, I wasn't that rammed because there was space in the door rails, but all the seats were taken. So I just got my camping chair out, as you can see here on this picture. I just sat there drinking my old Speckleton on the way home. And the staff thought it's a brilliant idea. Yeah, with the car thing, I'm fed up with having the motorbike. It's not a hobby for me. I just use it for commuting. And when you have to rely on it in the winter times, you're getting to work wet and cold, and if it's icy, you're screwed. When you're in a car, 4 wheels, you can get out of a skid. When you're on 2 wheels, nah. So I finally bought a car. It's only a cheapie, a little Vauxhall Astra, 2007 plate. It's only done 103,000 miles, got it quite cheap actually. So we went out to Cardiff to get that one. I'm not going to be using it for camping all the time. I will use it now and again to get to places like this where you can't get to by public transport. So I'm a bit worried about leaving the car. Normally when I come out, I'm with someone else's car. If the window gets smashed, yeah, I feel bad, but it's not my car. So now it's like, it's my car. If the window gets smashed, I've got to pay for it. Right, I'm waffling on, so I'm just going to sit here and relax for a bit. It's 8:15. This is a really early night for me. I've only had 3 cans as well. It's just been really nice to just chill out, relax. What a lovely spot it really is. It's been absolutely freezing. There's a bit of a frost outside. I was absolutely freezing. I was just wearing my 3/4 lengths. But I don't think that was what was making me cold. I think it was the fact that my foot went in the river. Well, not the river, it was like a real deep bit of bog. So my feet have been absolutely soaking, absolutely freezing. So I just put some dry socks on. I put some joggers on top of them shorts, just to thaw me out a little bit. The top half is all nice and toasty. So I've been trying to get some been trying to get some astrophotography. For some reason, when I've been using the GoPro, it's just a blank screen. I've done what I thought was a really good time lapse, but it's just blank. So I'm going to have to try and sort that out in the morning, because I want to get a time lapse of the sunrise. When I use the GoPro for that and I take photos with the pocket that I'm filming on now, we just have to swap it over if the GoPro ain't working. So I'm going to say goodnight now, and I will film. Cool. I'll just see myself in the screen. Got like double chin. That's not a good look. Yeah, probably film myself leaving in the dark tomorrow, and we'll end the video there and start the new video for the new day. So, catch you later. Right, I'm nearly packed up. It's a bit later than I wanted to leave. It's just coming up to 4:20 in the morning. Leave no trace. The only trace I'll be leaving is the Hexpeak footprint. As you can tell, it's pretty frosted up this morning. I'm going to have to pack my Hexpeak away all iced up. Hopefully it'll dry later on. There's not really much I can do about that. I can't believe I'm up this time in the morning. Well, I crossed over there last night, and there's 2 streams or 2 brooks I had to cross. But actually where I am now, there's just 1 brook. It's a bit of a wide gap to jump, but I am going to attempt that, because there's just 1 crossing. Walk up through all the ferns there, they're dying off, and the track's just over there. Well, it was actually 2 brick crossings I had to do then. On the map it's showing as 1, but I made it through or across relatively easy. I'm actually using my walking poles as well, as you should. I always said I never would use them. I've only got them now just for the fact that I need it to pitch my tent. But this ground is so dodgy to walk on. I mean, look at that. That's quite deep too. I mean, I get across it easy enough, but yeah, it's quite dodgy. Oh, it's really boggy now. So yeah, I'm going to put the camera away and get back to the car. Right, I made it back to the car. Currently now walking to Combestone Tor. I didn't film when I got back to the car park because there were people sleeping in the car park, and obviously I wanted to be as quiet as I could. So if that is you sleeping in the car park, sorry for waking you up, but you're not supposed to be sleeping in the car park anyway. And I'm now at Fenford Reservoir car park. There's also people sleeping there. I was there for quite a while because I had to sort all my kit out and just get my little day pack, chuck everything in there. So once again I was trying to be as quiet as possible, but oh well. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video, which should be sunrise at Combestone Tor. No, my luck would be someone camped up there. See you later.